morning, dragons. I'm Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame, and we want to welcome you to the News of Camelot. Today's Thursday, January 14th, 2021. And Flame, before we get going and talking about your friend, let's take a moment to pause, put our hand on our heart, and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now pause for the moment of silence. Thanks, dragons. And Flame, the sun is going to rise today at 7:26 in the morning, and it's going to set at 5:11. Just a little bit more every day. And dragons, it's Thursday, and we talked last week about the vole and said that Flame was going to pick and choose his friends as they get a little bit bigger in size. And we had this interesting debate about whether this was a good idea, but nevertheless, dragons, we're going to talk today about the hawk. And you might say, well, why would you think that's a good idea? And you'll see in a second why. Oh, we did voles last week, and now hawks this week. But they're very fascinating creatures, dragons, and a lot to learn about with what they do. And hawks are distinguished by their very sharp claws, their feathers, their wingspan, and their speed. Hawks are very fast, but we're going to see if you know some information about hawks before we get a little deeper into what they do and what makes them so special to Flame. And we're going to start with an interesting question, dragons. Hawks are found all over the world, right? Except where? Which continent are hawks not found? Are hawks not found in Asia? Are hawks not found in Africa? Or are hawks not found in Antarctica? So which of these continents are hawks not found? That's right, Flame. They are not found in Antarctica. There are over 200 different species of hawks, but none of them can be found in Antarctica. So we thought that was kind of cool. All right, dragons. Hawks. Are hawks herbivores, which means they eat only plants? Are hawks carnivores, which means they eat only meat? Or are they omnivores, which means they eat plants and meat? Which one, Flame? What do your buddies distinguish themselves as on the food side of things? That's right, they are carnivores, which means they only eat meat. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Good job, Flame. 2 for 2. Hawks. Are hawks predators, which means that they are on the hunt? Are they prey, which means that things hunt them all the time? Or are they both, which means that they hunt and are hunted by other animals? Which one, Flame? I know, so that's really interesting. We don't get a lot of these. These are predators. These are predators. They are rarely hunted, but they are predators. Finally, dragons, we'll do one more. So you have an idea of what a hawk looks like, right? Of these three things, of these three characteristics, which do hawks have a poor sense of, right? Do they have a poor sense of smell? Do they have poor vision? Or do they have poor hearing? Which of these is not their best trait, right? That's right. You got them all, Flame. The sense of smell. Hawks can see very far distances, and they have very sharp hearing. So they can sense when they are going to hunt different animals that might be close. However, they do not have a good sense of smell. And dragons, there are 7 different types of species in Virginia. So Flame has a friend in the hawk very close by. And like we said, they are distinguished by their very sharp beaks, which are used when they do their hunting, and their sharp claws. And often predators need sharp things in order to hunt, in order to get the animal that they are trying to eat or attempting to eat, right? They are found in marshes, forests, rainforests, prairies, savannas, grasslands, mountains. Hawks can be very adaptable, which means that they can live in different spots, no matter what the climate is, except in Antarctica. But they can adapt accordingly by building warm nests and by perching on top of trees. There also might be opportunities, dragons, to see hawks in the day, right? And that's not too frequent. A lot of the predators that we have learned about, they hunt at night where there is cover, but hawks are open in the daytime, which also makes it very interesting whenever we get to see them. And when they hunt in the day, they are very fast. So they're able to strike quickly, not have to worry about camouflage or worry about hiding behind things, because after all, they are continuously on the hunt. So a really interesting friend of flame. And the reason that we thought, like, oh, is this a good idea, is because what do you think hawks hunt every now and then? I know, voles. So if we have a discussion about, oh, wait, what, can we just get along? Can we just get along, please, hawks? Please get along, voles. Usually we just have to separate. They have to give themselves space, and we have to hope that hawks are not hungry on that particular day. So, dun-dun-dun, it's time for the birthday box. Flame. One birthday on Tuesday. One birthday on Wednesday. One birthday on Thursday. That's pretty interesting. Emily Gomez. Emily Gomez in 5th grade. Happy birthday to you. That is wonderful. And now let's check the mail. Okay, here it says, Dear Flame, I have a riddle and a joke for you. Let's start with the riddle. What can fly and is on the symbol, but it is a symbol on the back of a dime? Oh, the symbol on the, okay, we'll have to come back to that. Let me think for a second. And now a joke. What did the thermometer say to the graduated cylinder? What did the thermometer say to the graduated cylinder? I don't know. You may have graduated, but I have more degrees. That's a good one. That is really good. Who's it? That's from Elodie Yeda. Thanks, Elodie. And the answer to the riddle is a hawk. No, it's not. That's not right. It's an eagle, which is sort of like a hawk. Oh, cool. Well, what a good comparison. Thanks, Elodie. And now it says, Dear Flame, what a timely news show yesterday for our class. We just learned about Venn diagrams today in social studies. We did a comparison of Chief Powhatan and his daughter, Pocahontas. We would love to have our class Venn diagram featured on the morning news. Well, here you go. Isn't that fun? Thank you for everything you do. We can't wait to keep learning and seeing everything on the news show. Love, Miss Halowinski's 1st graders. And Miss Halowinski just had a birthday, and she wanted to write to you and say, how cool is that? You talked about Venn diagrams, and we're learning about Venn diagrams right now. That is very cool. Dragons, it's PTA Pizza Night at Paisano's. PTA Paisano Pizza Nights. How about that? We could call ahead. We could walk in and get an order. But if you do that tonight, all funds, or a lot of the funds, help our PTA. So no matter what you're doing for dinner, at least make a prudent decision to try to have some pizza and support the school. You won't regret it. So, on behalf of Flame, I'm Mr. Salerno. We hope you have a wonderful Thursday today, Dragons, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.